فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم هل دعوتهم إلى الإسلام فقالوا لا فقال لهم هل دعوكم إلى الإسلام فقالوا لا قال خلوا سبيلهم حتى يبلغوا مأمنهم ثم قرأ رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم هاتين الآيتين بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها النبي إنا أرسلناك شاهدا ومبشرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا. The returning of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or sending someone back, those who the companions fought without inviting them first to their homes. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sending individuals, captives of war back due to the fact that companions fought them without inviting them towards Islam. This has been reported on the authority of Ubay bin Ka'b radiallahu anh. He says, I came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam with captives of war, prisoners, from Lat and Uzza. These were the two major idols, and the tribes that associated or were connected with them, that worshipped them, they were conquered, they were fought with, and then brought as prisoners to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he says, he continues, فَقَالَ Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam now has the companions in the front and has the prisoners of war as well. And he says, هَلْ دَعُوتُهُمْ إِلَى الْإِسْلَامِ. Speaks to the companions and says to them, did you invite them towards Islam? And they said, قَالُوا لَا, we did not. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam then turns to those captives of war, the prisoners, which is very strange. فَقَالَ لَهُمْ, and he says to them, هَلْ دَعَوْكُمْ, did they invite you towards Islam? They reply, no, they did not. This is the justice of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to contact or to ask both parties involved in any matter to clarify. Unfortunately, most of our issues and problems at home come and arise from hearing one side of the story and not understanding or investigating the other side. Many, many problems. Unfortunately, I just recently I got news of a counselor who took in this couple, started counseling them in their marriage, and then said, I need to individually do counseling. So she started with the sister. The sister came, they set up a time, a date, and the sister started talking to this counselor about her problems and issues with the husband and so on and so forth. And the counselor says, divorce him. This is something that has happened recently in our own community or nearby community. Divorce him, meaning let go, forget him. So she goes home with this now firm resolve that this marriage has to end. The husband then contacts the counselor and says, you heard her side. You didn't hear my side. Let me come, let me talk to you. Comes, he talks to her. And she said, oh, after you've explained your side, I don't think there's a reason for divorce. He said, well, it's too late now. My wife is already now determined to have this divorce because now she thinks that you gave this counseling and you understood everything in the situation, and now she wants a divorce. Right now, the couple are divorced, 4 children. 4 children. Not listening, not being patient. We have to investigate, hear both sides, and then come to a conclusion or help the matter. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam always, even the disbelievers who are prisoners of war, he asked them, did they invite you? Even though the companions already said, no, we did not. Ajib, the justice of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says, خَلُّوا سَبِيلَهُمْ. He says to the companions, let them go, leave their path. Meaning, get away, move out of their path. حَتَّى يَبْلُغُوا مَأْمَنَهُمْ, until they reach their homes, meaning let them go and return to their homes. There's no right on you to have them and keep them in this situation without inviting them, without calling them, without dealing with them, to do it in this manner, this is incorrect, improper. Rasulullah ﷺ then recited verses, and this was a common practice of Rasulullah ﷺ, as was exhibited by companions as well, that when a situation came about, they would always connect it and associate it with a verse of the Quran. Rasulullah ﷺ recited, Ya ayyuhan nabi, O Prophet, O dear Prophet, Inna arsalnaka, verily we have sent you, shahidan, as a witness over the affairs of humanity. First and foremost, mubashir, someone who gives glad tidings. This was the point of this verse, to convey to the companions a mubashirun wa nadhira, and as a warner as well. But first and foremost, someone who gives glad tidings, good tidings. That is da'wah. To talk to the people and give them good tidings, good news, that something has come to liberate them from the slavehood of this world, slavehood of the desires, to free us, to truly make us liberated and free from the shackles of this slavery of this world, and to make us truly slaves of Allah, which brings a human being to the purest form of freedom. Mubashirun, and what you will get for that, the rewards and benefits, the unity, both in this world and the next, what you will get, that is the objective. Rasulullah ﷺ recited this and explained, وَنَذِيرًا, and as a warner, after the good, after all the good and the positive things have been done, da'wat has been done, then there are steps and procedures. وَدَاعِيًا إِلَى اللَّهِ, and an inviter. The purpose is to invite and call towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bi'idhnihi, and remembering that that call is not, I am not speaking here because of my own ability, my own education, my own skill. It is not me. But while inviting to keep that sincerity in mind, and what's the best form of keeping sincere in any action? Bi'idhnihi. The only reason why I'm able to execute this is because of the permission of Allah. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is allowing it. And had He not allowed it, I would never stand here. I would never give da'wah. I would never be able to execute, do anything, any good. Bi'idhnihi. Only through His permission do I accomplish anything. وَسِرَاجًا مُنِيرًا, and to be a light, a lamp that spreads light throughout the world. That is the objective of the believer, rather than to punish, rather than to capture, rather than to put people down, or to explain or let them know of the difficulties of the hereafter. Rather, to explain the good, to show unity, to show kindness, to display respect, honor. These are the things that a believer should first do. Let us look into our lives and see how we are conveying the message of Islam. As we spoke before, it's good to convey the message of Islam by our actions and being good and letting people know we're Muslims, but it's also important that we drive the point home by having actual conversations. So let us have these conversations with our co-workers, with our colleagues, with our neighbors, with our friends, and talk to them about the beautiful, beautiful life of a believer and how and what he or she will get in the next life. Let us start with the good news. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us tawfiq to act upon it. أقول قولي هذا استغفر الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.